Topless bar. It's an unusual place for a topless bar in there. But they basically put them in an enclosure, and they wait for the storks to come back next year. They feed them and look after them all winter in Warsaw Zoo, in a special place where all the storks of Poland get put, and obviously they're ringed so that they know where to take them back to. Well, they take them back, and hopefully the next year they get reunited with the storks, because usually storks go back to the same place, to the same nest, so they get reunited with storks that they know in the springtime. And usually those rescue efforts are a success, so the stork then the following year goes off as it should, comes back the following spring again. Right, that's enough for now. I'll turn it back on when I've got something else to say. This is called Terani. Tyrannosaurus. That's the name of the church they've got here. Some what's its angels next to the church. It's all very nice. Interesting roofing tiles on some of these houses. I like the colour of the roofs. Case in point. There's another one. And then the tin roofs that you get tin roof. Some buildings are tin roof buildings in Slovakia as well, which is also nice. Maybe we'll catch a few of those later. Terani finishes. So we're up by Bańska Bystrica, just south of it. On a nice bit of motorway. Slovakia's got these bits of motorway that appear here and there all over the country. So that's very nice. Bańska Bystrica just begins here, and a kind of, well, quite high mountain over there ahead of us. On top of the fact that we're actually quite high here anyway. If I pull up the satellite, it'll tell, oh, 336 isn't that high really. I think we've been going on the flat at over 400, but 336 is what we've got at the moment. That's how high we are on the flat. So if you give that mountain there another 300, 400 maybe on top, it's about 700 meters, which isn't a great deal compared to some of the places where my viewers are watching from. I imagine anybody watching from Denver, Colorado probably says, "Ha, that's nothing." But still, it's quite a lot for this part of Europe. Certainly in comparison with Poland, most of which is pretty flat and not much more than, well, I suppose the average is about 100 meters above sea level. That's what we've got in Warsaw, and then a lot of the northern plain is much less than that above sea level. If the sea level rise were to rise by 100 meters, then rather a lot of Poland would go underwater. So
you are over the speed limit.
Alright, a sort of Sierra appeared here with a sort of whole range of mountains giving a nice backdrop to this road here. But it's a lovely country actually, Slovakia. It's got some really nice views to it. I a certain feel to it, and because of the fact that, you know, one understands Slovak pretty well from Czech and Polish, it's sort of like, it's unfamiliar but comfortably unfamiliar language. You can understand the words, but you just find them strangely spelt or strangely phrased. Which has a certain exoticism to it without being in any way really all that challenging. Still comfortable, but still exotic, if you see what I mean. What do you prefer, darling? Do you prefer Hungary or Slovakia? You prefer Slovakia, okay. Because my wife has seen two countries for the first time on this little break that I've given her, and one of them's Slovakia and the other one's Hungary, and I think she seems definitely a lot happier in Slovakia. She didn't feel all that great in Hungary. She was quite happy, I think, to leave and get into a place where she could also understand most of what's going on. Another Slavic country.
Prepare to keep left in 800 meters.
Yeah, you like Budapest as a city, but you didn't like, yeah, city.
I don't like it, people, I don't like it.
Yeah. You didn't like the Hungarians that you saw, okay. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's good people.
Yeah, probably they are,
I
yeah.
don't understand.
But we just don't understand them. None of them could speak anything but Hungarian that we met.
Prepare to keep
My
left
Hungarian's
in
not,
300
well,
meters.
first it's not fantastic, and secondly, it's a little bit, well, not too in practice at the
100
moment.
meters, keep left.
Anyway, this is probably the last bit I'll be able to do today because the light is fading, and also the battery seems to be fading, even though I gave a lot of time to it
8.5
last night and
kilometers.
this morning. Battery seems to be a lot less, you know, offer a lot less today, so this may be the last I can show you. But still, it's a nice, typical view of Slovakia, something which, you know, gives a representative idea of what driving through this country is like, including the slightly bumpy road. So, the nice churches in the background, if you saw them, and the mountains and the colours. So I shall leave it here, I think. I don't think I'll be able to turn it back on again for another go, with it being flashing red and everything. That's usually the sign that that's my lot. So thanks for today. Maybe tomorrow, if I manage to do something with the battery tonight in the hotel, I might be able to continue tomorrow. But for today, that's it. Thanks.